What's up, bosses? And welcome to my channel. Today on Be The Brand TV, I am pulling the curtain back so that you can see what it looks like in my life when there is overwhelm, when there is disorganization and stress and anxiety. And this is a great time to share this video. It's so funny that I recorded this before the coronavirus, but the funny thing is it really does apply to this situation that we found ourselves in, quarantined in our homes and unable to go places. It's the perfect time really for you to look internally at some things that you can change for yourself, but at the same time it's also a great opportunity for me to share with you how personal branding can play its role in you doing so. So like I said, this video is a sort of a reveal or a behind the scenes of sort of how I deal with stress and overwhelm, and I thought I would share with you a few tips on how you could overcome the stress and overwhelm of being cooped up inside, as it stands where we are right now. But in the future, when we're out and about, when you find that you are drowning or you feel like you just have too much on your plate, you can come back to this video and watch it because it will definitely apply. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, keep watching. Welcome to Be The Brand TV. Alright guys, I am back and I'm in my front yard. I think it's a beautiful day out here. I've got my neighbors and they're working in their yard. And so I wanted to come outside and just shoot this video. As I said, I recorded the images and video that I'm going to be sharing with you a while ago, and like I said, it's just a perfect time to share it. We're all quarantined, but the topic of the day is so like universal, and it will work regardless of the coronavirus or us being cooped up in our homes. So a little while ago, I found myself a little stressed and overwhelmed because I had a lot going on my plate. I had a beta course that I was testing for my new course, the Marketing Matrix Academy. So I'm so excited to share that with you. That's coming up in second quarter. But in the meantime, I was, in the middle of this beta, and I had students, and that was stressing me out a little bit because I did have a time frame that I was trying to get things done. And then I had a client that I was working with, and you just get burnt out sometimes, like the monotony of doing the same thing over and over again. And I was finding myself a little bit burnt out. So that was kind of on my mind, weighing heavy. And then I seemed every time, you have these projects in your home. It seemed like every time I went in my bathroom to get dressed and I would look under my cabinets, it was just chaos and it was just stuff everywhere and it was frustrating me. And I don't know about you, but when I see chaos around, it just triggers me and it causes stress in every other area. So things that are actually really, really small seem so much bigger than they actually are because I'm allowing these small things that are triggering me to get in the way. So anyway, that was happening in my bathroom and then my pantry. Every time I would go cook, there's this horrible looking pantry and I was like, oh, I gotta do something. So I decided to take control, use my personal branding techniques, and really do some things that only I could control. And so today I want to share with you these 5 tips that I used that helped me to sort of get myself out of that feeling of overwhelm. And the first thing is to really stop, turn the mirror around and look at yourself, because you are the one thing that, no matter what's happening in the world, what's happening in your home, you are the one thing that you can control. So look at yourself and just stop and think, what is it about me at this very moment that I can adjust, that I can change? What do I have complete and total control over? And that's going to be you. Okay, so for me, it was that pantry and that bathroom. So I was struggling with it and I was frustrated by it, and I decided to take the bull by the horns and go ahead and make the adjustments that I needed to make. So the next step that I'm going to share with you is to, once you stop and look at the one thing you can control, which is you, then identify the thing that you can actually put your hands on right in the moment, make a change, get some control over, and get some satisfaction from. And for me, like I said, it was my bathroom and my pantry. Now, once you've done that, you really have to set aside some time because you're still busy. You're probably still working, and you probably have a family or other things that you want to do. So set aside some time. Go ahead and block that time out so that you can get that project done. Again, for me, it was the bathroom and the pantry, so I blocked out a Saturday, and I knew that was what I was going to do that Saturday, and I did not let anything get in my way. So sure enough, that is what I did. So the next step is to actually go forth and execute your plan, which is so good. It took a while. I hated it while I was doing it. It was just a mess in my kitchen and in my bathroom. but I had set aside that time, so I wasn't like I wasn't having to leave and go do something else. It was like what I had designated to do that particular day. And so I set aside that time and I executed my plan. And the final thing that I did that really helped me out to help me get out of my funk and overcome that overwhelm was the fact that I actually finished it and I got it done. I actually was able to start something and finish it, control it, and make it happen exactly the way I wanted to. So it gave me a sense of satisfaction. And so the last step that I am going to recommend to you is to bask in that. Like really sit in that satisfaction, own it, know that you took control of something, that you managed to get it done, and that now you can sit back, put your hands on your hips, and be proud of it. All right, now that's it. Those are my tips. But if you're struggling in this area and you haven't really identified what your triggers are, you don't really know sort of what it is you can do the best to get control of this sticky situation where you feel overwhelmed and underwater, then I am going to point you over to my Authentic Marketing Blueprint, which is an amazing video series, absolutely free, and you can grab it. It comes with a workbook, worksheets, and it helps you really navigate some of these big time questions that can help you dive a little bit deeper into how you too can tap into who you are, identify your triggers, and really recognize how you can take control of what it is you need to take control of so that you can get out from under that water. All right, if you have not already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Give it a big thumbs up if you like it, and leave a comment below. I want to hear from you. Tell me, how can you show up for yourself, take control, and conquer whatever it is that's making you feel overwhelmed right this minute? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you next week. Okay, guys, if you like what you heard, be sure to subscribe, share with your friends, and grab the information that I'm sharing with you below, because my job here on Be The Brand is to help you live your value, love yourself enough to be yourself, and lead with intention and purpose. Until next time.